like getting rid of all of these that are high cast and non-inkable, except for the Mickey and everything else. That's like our whole hand. So yeah, let's just keep the Mickey. Hope we get something better. Amber Emerald. I think I was gonna play Phil, but the Lilo makes me want to play the Grammatala. Oh. Yuck. Okay, I think that. Let It Go is going to be good, but I like Shmi here. He gets to just challenge the Duke and then let us draw 2 with our Rapunzel. It's not very often that I choose a different 3-drop on 3 when we have the Mickey Detective. Three cards in hand. Yeah, I think this is fine. These can both challenge Hans the following turn if we want. I think Robin Hood is better than Maleficent. Here, at least. Feels good. Definitely getting the last 2 cards. Only 2 5-drops. Oh, 2 genies. Okay. We love to see that. No point to keeping this in our hand. Or this. And definitely fine just challenging. The only problem is this Cusco is going to gain 6 lore. Ugh. Okay. That I didn't quite understand. Why wouldn't they just challenge? Okay. I must be missing something. Well, the only actual play here is to get rid of their Mad Hatter. And I would want to ink Robin Hood. The issue is that they could have evasive characters that I'd want to challenge. Rapunzel will just quest. That's pretty good. Well, we have to kill the Cusco. Like right now. So I think the play is just to keep our Hades and just trade off with our Rapunzel. Okay, so right now we can also play Hades, get our Rapunzel back, ink our fill, and then draw 2. We'll still have enough power in play to kill the Rapunzel. And we can start questing next turn as well. Okay, this turn we're gonna get the Maximus off the table. And quest with Rapunzel. Set up Belle for the next turn. Robin Hood is only better in the case that they start playing evasives, Stitch quests for more, and all the bad top decks we have just turn into additional cards. So I think Stitch is gonna be better here for the most part. I mean, they got rid of 2 genies, so it is less likely they're gonna have something evasive. Yeah, right. Okay, so if we get rid of Rapunzel, they're only questing for 4. So how do we get rid of Rapunzel while questing for the most? You can quest for 12. So let's get some of these out of the way. We know Belle's gonna quest. She quests for 5. There's not a combination of damage that Rapunzel can deal with these 2 that'll kill the Rapunzel, so she has to quest. That leaves these 2 having to challenge. And let's just hope they don't have some bizarre way to hit us for 5. That would have been sweet last turn. Yep. Alright, cool. Well, you love to see that. Barely squeaking by. Opponent had a turn where they just challenged with Cusco instead of questing for 3. Maybe I'm missing something, but I think we stole that one. You love to see it. Alright, game 2 on the draw. You really want to find Mickey. I don't like Belle right now. I like to have her in the late game. Let's just keep the Stitch, Grandma, and 1 jump ahead. To find Mickey. Cool. Well, I'm definitely going to offer the trade. I think their Stitch is going to be better than ours. I think that. Get to dump out a lot of our cards next turn. Grandma's definitely singing. thinking Maleficent's good. In case they make us discard our hand, we want to be able to get these back with our 4-drop Hades. And I don't see merit in turning this Stitch sideways, so we won't. Well, that's cool. I don't mind them drawing one card off Rapunzel. Yeah, Amber Ruby is a much better matchup for us than the Amber Steel. Okay. I think it's a pretty easy shift here. Don't want to ink any of these though. I think Mickey can quest. Now the Rapunzel would be pretty bad. They typically always have it somehow. Oh. Evidently not. Alright. Guess we'll quest Phil, and then Mickey can finish off the Rapunzel. I think we're actually fine to ink this first copy of Belle. We want to play Mickey plus one of these, and I think I'd rather draw a card off Rapunzel and get her in play than the Belle. The future copies of Belle are going to be a lot better. I don't think we need a Hades right now either. I think we're better off just getting these in play. Yeah, I think the Pongo makes it fine. Just good enough to get with the Hades now, since they ate our Rapunzel. No reason to play any of these in the Inkwell or onto the board. We can't turn Phil sideways, but we're happy to turn the Mickey sideways. And if he wants to quest here, and the Mickeys together can just eat him. Grandma Tala's probably fun to deploy. I think these two can sit in our hand in case we have a better spot for them. We can always ink them, so... I mean, I guess it's bad if they specifically draw You Have Forgotten Me, but I don't think we're missing out on a whole lot by being forced to discard these instead of putting them in the Inkwell or into play. Grandma Tala is better in the Inkwell, but I think I'd rather have her be questing, since we could just win with these characters on the board. So we'll just have the Mickeys take care of the Shmee. And I think that's something that they'd like to play, but they couldn't, so let's just make them get rid of that. 1-for-1 trade is fine. Be prepared, yeah, okay. So, we can quest for 4. So this would put them on a 2-turn clock, so let's just deploy one of these. And we're keeping the Stitch, just so if we draw the Stitch Rockstar. Sure. If we quest with everything, they can get full value with their Maui by choosing to challenge a Mickey, then challenging Shmi. But I don't think we care a whole lot about that. We do have the option to just challenge right now with Mr. Shmi and save one of our Mickeys. That'd be 4 this turn, +3 the next turn, 2 the turn after that, 4, 3, 2. It's 9. Okay, so I think we'll just quest with everyone. And we can deploy our baby Stitch to still find lethal. They go for full value with their Maui. Yeah. Oh. Cool. Well, I'm glad I deployed the Stitch at least. Yeah, I think this deck is a pretty good matchup for us, for the most part, as long as we can keep them off having characters in play. Alright, 2-0 so far, game 3 on the draw. I honestly like aggressively mulliganing for Mickey, but if we don't find him, we're still going to want these 2 things. So let's just get rid of everything else. No such luck. Okay, Amber, Sapphire. We didn't have to play Stitch there, like it's not like their Stitch is gonna kill us, but we can trade off. Our Hades can just bring him back and give us extra ink. Yeah, I think I'm fine to accept this trade. And instead of playing Phil here, I'm just gonna ink him, then hard cast the 1 jump ahead. Didn't see Ariel coming. If they bricked, I think I definitely would have just made them discard 2. I think I like being able to deploy Hades here. We'll just ink one of these spells. Hades can challenge Ariel if they turn sideways, then the Hades just gets back ink. Playing Bell would have been good, because we could have farmed damage if they turned Ariel sideways with our draw card with our Rapunzel, but it's not good when they can do the same thing. We'd rather deploy something that can actually trade with the aerial. Punish them for actually using it. Do we fire off this now? We're gonna have 4 cards in hand, ink something, play something. It's bad if they get down to 1 card. So what other options do we have? We can ink something. Yeah, let's ink that. And we don't want to turn this guy sideways. We don't want them, their Grammatalos, to be put in the inkwell. Yeah, let's just fire this off now, I think. We could be really greedy and save it for the next turn in case they happen to exactly leave 2 cards in their hand, but I think this is fine, honestly. 80s and let it go, so last card's Mickey. I think we'll just hold on to not turning him sideways for 1 more turn. We don't want them to play their Carefree Surfer ahead of schedule. If we... well, I guess they wouldn't. I guess we could have just turned him sideways. That would have been okay. Challenge that now. One. Not gonna ink that. At this point, I think we're fine with this. Okay, Robin Hood was pretty good. Let's see, let's figure this out. So we can ink both of these and then quest very aggressively. And Robin Hood gets to eat the bell. Stitch can finish off the Robin Hood. I don't think we need to do that just yet. I think we're actually fine just questing with the Rapunzel. And then probably just inking this Stitch. think if they had a higher lore count, we could have just been aggressive there. Sure. I'm assuming they're gonna quest with Phil and buff Shmi. Seems like, as far as I know, they can only just eat one of our things. Okay. We get to just trade with their Phil here. And like just getting rid of that. Okay, yep. Cool. Reno, you love to see it. Game 4 on the draw. I like keeping the 2 and then aggressively looking for Mickey. Okay, this definitely works. And they inked a little tank. They're on steel. Not gonna play Phil against them. I guess we can ink one of these. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just hardcast one jump ahead. And we'll plan on inking the grandma. At first, my thought was inking or playing grandma, then the following turn we can have her sing. This might just be better. Okay. Okay, Amber. Yep, figured as much. Surprised Eric didn't sing that. I think they'd get more value out of singing that and then being able to deploy a 3-drop or 4-drop this turn. Okay, so they're on Amber Steel Jund, it looks like. Well, we're not going to play Hades the following turn, so let's discard that. And I think the second Maleficent is fine. Hades can get back Hades. Now they could have another You Have Forgotten Me. So if we ink this Let It Go now, it doesn't really serve a purpose. Maleficent can quest. And I think Mickey can as well. Yeah. At this point. Definitely a good play. Since it's their line, obviously Prince Eric needs to challenge Maleficent first. That way the Tinkerbell can finish off my Hades. Okay, that's good too. Alright. Okay, well, I don't like to play Hades on shifted cards. Gives them 2 ink, but definitely don't have any other option there. Now, do they have the second You Have Forgotten Me? Ooh. Okay. Well, you love to see that. Fire the cannons and big tank. Alright. Things are looking good at this point. Unless they rip their own copy of You Have Forgotten Me. This is good, but I think we're fine. I like Hades here. Like to get max value out of the Rapunzel. We're ahead on lore, so I'd rather just get max value for our cards if we can. And here we can get a number of things. I think just getting the Hades is the best play and passing. Okay. Grunk was pretty good there. Okay, so I think here, ink one of these, play Hades, and I think I'm fine ending the loop for now. Just Hades, find this Hades, and no point in questing. We just get to challenge. I'd rather than quest for 2 lore than finish off our Hades. Yep, cool. We love to see it. 4-0. Can we go 5-0? Game 5 on the draw. This hand is not it. Whoa, okay. Well, this is what you asked for when you mulligan your whole hand. All the uninkables, but I think we had to mulligan our whole hand anyways. in December. Lynn. Okay. We'll need to get something that can challenge. Oh boy. Both quests for 2, but I don't mind discarding any of my cards now. And if we find like Grammatala, that can just trade, but not here. Yeah, being on the draw here was real bad. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like we just got run over this game. See, if we let it go on Hans, quest for 4 up to 15. Wanted to deploy Hades, but yeah, I don't know if we can do anything about this game anyways. Yeah, their start was just way too aggressive. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Well, couldn't win them all, I guess. Still though, 4-1, I'm happy to take it.